Find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Arizona Cardinals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. They'll start with the option. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. The Cardinals hit 10-4 on the year. Well, they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush. But you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, that's got to feel great for them.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off, and the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here, because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Now Brady. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Joe Tryon there to make the tackle.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Shotgun now for Murray. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. 4th down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, 166.
Now Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 24 yards. No score after one on EA Sports. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
No, 66.
Up the gut, Fournette to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Brady. On the left side, a catch by White. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Brady going to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a 1st down. Shotgun now for Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is going to lose yardage here.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down and 8.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength. Connor twisting his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done when they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone? And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it end zone instead of throwing it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. But I think the ball's out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Murray off play action. Finding Ertz here on the out route. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll come out in the pistol. Ingram is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Ingram again. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top for Miller. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 41.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Vita Vea in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray, he's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. Murray with a 3rd and long. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
That's taken on the 25. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
From just shy of midfield, Brady, the quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running.
Hey, set.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
To the right side, complete to Miller. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job. Down. Cliff Kingsbury saying, hey, let's take another look at that. He's going to throw down the challenge flag. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright, and it comes back, it's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on them, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw, it's Murray. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Lavonte David. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, Oftentimes, interceptions result.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Award that tackle for loss to the safety, Budda Baker.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Play action. Now it's Brady. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option. You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh? The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%. And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear. Murray now. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Love the effort there. I mean, to get a field goal block in this situation because they knew what was going on. They give up those 3 points there. It's now a 2-possession game. Yeah, that really changes the complexion here in the second half, doesn't it? It really does, and now you give your team more than a fighting chance and a little momentum. Terrific job by them setting the tone and picking up their defense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. They find some open field here. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going. I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end. Working with a 2nd and 3. Inside handoff down to Fournette. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. And it's incomplete. Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage. Third quarter action here on Christmas Day. Hope everyone's having a blessed holiday season. 2nd and 10 right now. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Brady. Evans has it left side. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. That is caught by Anderson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Another big play here as they strike for 31. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Ingram. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He's got Anderson on the slant. And the Cardinals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Murray. Eluding the pressure. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. William Golston in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
On 2nd and goal, Murray. And this one too low.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Play fake. Murray. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Up the middle, Ingram. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Extra point try now for Succop. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Cardinals 17.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. No gain on the play there, second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. He's going to air one out for Anderson. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw. Murray. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Lavonte David. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Fournette on the counter. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So some pressure now on the kicker, Ryan Succop. This will get the lead up to 7. Succop's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. To throw is Murray. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a given.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Cards are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And brought in by Brady.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
One final try now for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Cardinals are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So for Arizona, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they fall under 500 now as they drop to 7-8. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.
Biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadidi. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These bitches know ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm about it. Stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue, I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, be sending me talk from a sip that we when I get to me. My check don't discriminate, still take deposits if you talking Vietnamese. I just be having my way, only care about what the painkiller say. Urge you wanna be, don't gotta whip it, rag on no petty. Lips, I talk with that on your hip, you ain't gon' rip it up, pocket. Empty the like show me a benefit. Let me dumb it down, Benjamin. When you be not equivalent, really bad, looking so innocent, bossy predicament. I see no biggie, honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Diddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. No, ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bout it. Stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like it. I see no biggie. Call me Hillary, stay at the bank. Making moves like I'm hot in the shank. I'm no keep it, I pop out in blank. This bun on my knife, stop trying to look. They do not come for me. Fake, I can't keep no company. Only the real respect my honest. So watch how you coming if y'all under me. I'm with it in racks involved. I they text and calls. Run me that. Making no sense at all. They bounce like a basketball. Your boo never coming back. This go stupid, go dumb. Told that boy you gotta pay for some. I sit on no throne, you ain't taking none. You bragging on pants, I make for fun. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Diddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. No, ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bout it. Stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. I ain't keeping up with what you saying on the internet. I ain't keeping up with the news. When I get that daily paper, stop playing me. Pap.
Come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game. Your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine. show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise a bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we